And get to the world of business, and former presidential aspirant Jimmy Wanjigi has warned of a possible recession if the government continues to manipulate the economy and rates of inflation through CBK tools. Hibak Said now tells us why Wanjigi believes if taxes are not reduced, there could be spelt doom.
Kenya's economy grew by approximately 4.7% in the last year, with projections of a 5.3% growth in 2025, a figure that was dismissed recently by analysts and global financial institutions, who cited the recent political instability and investor reservations.
And Wananchi are still complaining that they don't have money in their pockets, they're not getting jobs. As far as they're concerned, the cost of living is still unbearable, all right? Anybody who is in biashara will tell you they are making less sales. So the reality is nothing has changed. If anything, it has gotten worse. Why?
These sentiments were shared by former presidential aspirant Jimmy Wanjigi, who now says the rampant borrowing and overtaxation is pushing the economy to a point of stagnation.
But what we have in this country is something called stagflation. Stagflation is when you have a stagnation of the economy and inflation at the same time. All right? So you cannot deal with it with the simple instruments that central bank thinks that they can do, and the fiscal policies that this regime has tried will do.
He argues that the increased borrowing that was initiated during the Kibaki era had improved revenues to match spendings, a flair of fiscal consolidation this regime could learn a lot from.
This country doesn't need to look for people who are not paying taxes. Bring them into the formal market, they will end up paying taxes. This country just needs to get rid of this item called debt. We remove it, we don't have a revenue problem, and we've never really had, okay? We've had an expenditure problem, and the expenditure is mainly debt.
With revenues growing marginally, signaling a growing spending appetite contrary to the vehement promise of reduced borrowing by the current regime. Hibak Said for TV 47.